Jai Gurudev, dear students. Children, welcome again in this EVS class, and today we will start unit number 4, food and water. Okay, children, I want to tell you that chapter number 12 and 11 are not in the syllabus. Means this year, because of this COVID-19 pandemic, some of the chapters we have omitted from your syllabus. So chapter number 10 I have taught you before exams, and 11 and 12 are not in the syllabus. So today we will start chapter number 13, which is from field to plate. So children, this chapter is mainly based on the food, and we will study about the process that how that food comes to our plate, means how the food reach from the field to our plate, and what is this journey and how this happened. So for this, let's we read one by one paragraph, and side by side I'll explain you also. So we all need food to live. Food gives us energy to work and play. Food is essential for our growth. It helps us to stay healthy by providing essential nutrients and fighting against various diseases. So children, this is a information of the chapter, or we can say here they have mentioned about the importance of food, that how food is important to us and why we need food. So food is necessary to perform all the activities of our body or our life. So it gives us energy, it makes us healthy, it makes us strong also to fight against germs, and it also helps to repair our wear and tear body parts. If we get any injury, it also helps to heal that injured part. Okay, and food is also essential for our growth. So children, there are so many functions of food, that's why we can't live without food and we need it regularly. So come to the next paragraph, food from plants. You know children, there are two main sources of food. First are the plants and second are the animals. So here first they are talking about the plants. People have used herbs and spices for centuries as medicines and to preserve food. Most of the foods that we eat come from plants. Cereals, pulses, fruits, vegetables, spices, and oils that we use for cooking all are obtained from different plants. Besides them, we get beverages such as coffee, tea, and cocoa too from the plants. So children, here they have mentioned so many kind of different food items. If you go to your kitchen, you can see variety of food items there, and in our kitchen 90% of our food items we get from plants. Okay, so in these all we can count about the cereals. You can see here cereals are that wheat, rice, maize, these are coming under the cereals. Okay, this is a wheat plant and here they have shown rice plant and this is maize, जिसको आप भुट्टा बोलते हैं. Okay, and after that pulses means दालें, and after pulses you can see fruits, all the vegetables. These all the materials we are getting from plants only, and other than these also many spices, जितने भी आप मसाले खाते हैं, all those spices, and oil yielding seeds also, that also we get from plants. And one more thing they have mentioned here about the beverages. Beverages means those drinks which gives us refreshment, just like coffee or tea. And one more product, cocoa, which is generally used to make many items like chocolates, toffees, cakes, or so many kind of edible items. So that these all the three products also we get from plants. So children, that's why plant food is mainly important to us. Fruits and vegetables are full of vitamins and minerals. Children, we have already studied that why we taken food and why we want food, because food has many kind of nutrients. So vitamins and minerals, these are the special kind of nutrients which are present in fresh fruits and vegetables, and these vitamins and minerals give immunity to our body, means they provide immunity to our body. They make our body strong so that we can fight with germs or many kind of diseases. So they are good for our health. Mango, banana, apple, papaya, grapes, etc. are some of the fruits that we often eat. Means these are the common fruits, children. They have given name of these common fruits here, but it doesn't mean that only these fruits gives us vitamin and minerals. No, all the fruits and vegetables have some kind of vitamins and minerals. So we should use, or we should have all the kind of vegetables and minerals, fruits and vegetables in our daily diet. So cashew nuts, almonds and walnut are some of the dry fruits that we eat especially during winters. Children, you should know about the dry fruits also. Some of the dry fruits name written here. Other than these also many kind of dry fruits are coming in the market, and we use all these dry fruits for the preparation of kheer, halwa, and in many of the other preparations also. And carrot, turnip, potato, tomato, spinach, etc. are some vegetables that we eat. Means some of the vegetables name also they have written here. Means these vegetables are generally we are eating in our daily routine. So these all vegetables, fruits, dry fruits, they give us vitamins and minerals and make our body strong. So next is oil is extracted from special seeds called oil seeds. Oil seeds are crushed to get oil. Groundnuts, soybean, sesame, sunflower, olive oil, are some of the most commonly used oil seeds. So children, here many kind of seeds they have mentioned here, which are used to extract oil from them, and these are the edible oils, means we are using them for cooking purposes. So these oil seeds also we get from plants. So that's why plants are important for us in many ways, because they give us many products. Okay. Next, this paragraph is about the spices, masale. So spices are seeds, leaves, bark or root of plants that have strong smell and taste. Means any part of the different plants can give us spices. Some of the plants we use seeds as spices, some of the plant leaves we use as spices, some bark we use as spices. Okay, and some of the roots also give us spices. So if they have strong smell or good flavor, then we can use them as spices. They add color and flavor to the food. Clove, pepper, cardamom, turmeric, bay leaves, cinnamon and mustard seeds are some of the common spices that we use in our dishes. So children, here they have given variety of spices name here, which we use at home, and if you go in your kitchen you can find all these spices in your kitchen. Clove means long. Okay. Pepper, you know that kali mirch. Cardamom, ग्रीन वाली जो इलायची होती है उसको हम बोलते हैं कार्डमम. टर्मरिक मीन्स हल्दी. बे लीव्स, तेज पत्ते को बोलते हैं, तेज पत्ता. सिनेमन मीन्स दैट cinnamon is dalchini. Okay, so cinnamon is a dalchini. And mustard seeds, you know, rye we use generally at our home in our kitchen. So these are some of the kind of spices which we use in our daily life, and these all the spices make our different food tasty and delicious. Okay, so means they add some flavor to our food. That's why we use variety of spices after grinding them. So children, this is all about the plant food. Now let's study about the animal food also, food from animals. You know children, many kind of animal food also we use, and human being use animal food also in addition to plant food. So we also get food from animals too. Dairy products like milk, butter, cheese and ghee are required in large quantities. Animals provide us with eggs, meat and all dairy products. Children, you know that mainly we get milk from animals, and from milk also we can make many kind of dairy products like curd, cheese, shrikhand, or we can say paneer, and different kind of sweets, variety of sweets we can make, chocolates. So these all the kind of food materials we can make from milk. So milk we get from animals. So it is very important and it is a very nutritious food for human beings. And we all use milk in some of the other ways. Animals provide us with eggs. So other uses of animals, here they have written that what are the other products we are getting from animals? Eggs, meat, means flesh of animals also people are eating, and all dairy products that I have already explained you. And other than this, which is not mentioned here, that is honey. Honey also we get from honey bees, which is also coming under the animal category. Okay, so children, these all food materials we get from animals. How does the food reach us? Now we will study about the journey of food, means how that food which is growing in the fields, that how it reaches to us. So the journey of a crop starts from a farmer's field. Food crops like fruits, vegetables, cereals and pulses are grown by farmers. The farmer has to work very hard to cultivate these food crops. So children, you know that farmers are the persons who work in their field, work so hard in their field so that they can grow food crops, and those food crops after growing they are coming to us by different ways. So what are the different ways? Let's we see. The farmers first prepares the field by plowing it. Plowing means hal chalana. Okay, you can see here this is a farmer and he's driving this tractor, and behind the tractor these are the plows. Okay, जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, हल. And these plows are pulled by the tractor, and after moving this means plowing the field, this field is ready for growing crops. So after plowing, he uses plows to dig furrows in which seeds are sown. Means after plowing, they use that field to grow seeds, and they sow seed in that field. Often animals are used to pull the plows. Means some poor farmers nowadays also they use animals to pull that plows, and olden times also people only used animals to pull these kind of plows. Today farmers use tractors to plow the field. Just like this I have shown you that nowadays farmers are also, they are technically sound and they use these kind of plows and machinery to plow their fields. Now after this, for the proper development of crops, water through is supplied to the fields through tube wells and irrigation canals. So children, these are the modes of irrigation. Irrigation means to give water to the field crops artificially. That method is called irrigation. Okay, so after sowing the seed, you can see here farmer is spreading that seeds in his field. After sowing the seed, Now those seeds need water also, and how they give water? They supplied water to their field with the help of either tube wells. Tube wells are just like this. If you have seen in any of the village area, they take out water from the ground with the help of a big pipe, and water moves from the ground to this a structure, this rectangular structure they have made, and in this they fill water, and through this small hole water when comes out, and through the small canal kind of structure they supply this water to their fields. Okay, so this is a tube well. And other mode of irrigation are wells also. They can give water with the help of wells and irrigation canals. These are called irrigation canals. Okay. So after this, the farmer add manures and fertilizers to make the soil rich in nutrients. Children, you know that plants also need nutrients to grow better. So farmers have to add manures and fertilizers. These are the kind of nutrients. Manure is a desi khad, okay, and fertilizers are the chemicals which are manufactured in factories and industries, and these chemicals, they enhance, or they we can say increase the growth of food crops. Okay, because they provide nutrients to the soil, so that any plants, when we grow any seeds, they can grow it properly. So after adding the manure to the soil, seeds are sown, and the farmers wait for the seedlings to grow. Means when they add manure to the soil, now they get so much of nutrients, and seeds which we sown already, they start growing. Okay, and farmers wait that how seedlings will grow into a plant. Understood? So now when a farmer grow crops, then after the crops ripen, they are cut. This is called harvesting. Means when now crop is ready and it is ripen means पक जाना. जब क्रॉप पक जाती है तो उसके बाद वो क्या करते हैं, उसको कटाई कर लेते हैं. दैट कटिंग मेथड ऑफ crops is called harvesting, and it is either done by using sickles or machines. Means with the hand, if we want to cut that crop field, that we use sickles, and nowadays farmers use machines to harvest the crop. Then the farmers pack the food grains in gunny bags. They are then transported in trucks, tractors, or bullock carts to the wholesale market. Now, before this, children, here they have given one paragraphs which we have to read first, but it is given here, so I have left that. Let's see. They spray insecticides and pesticides to kill harmful insects and pests. So children, when crop is standing crop, means before harvesting, this process farmers can done. they spray insecticides, means these are the chemicals which are used to kill insects. And pesticides are also those kind of chemicals which are used to kill all those kind of germs or insects, we can say, which can harm our standing crop. They are sprayed on the standing crop and to kill the harmful insects or pests. Pests can be plants, other unwanted plants. They can be rodents, means other animals which can give harm to our standing crop. Okay, so they use this method also after ripening or before ripening. And here they have written one important name of that pesticide, DDT. DDT is a pesticide not easily destroyed. It is harmful for us as it goes in our food chain. Nowadays government has banned this DDT because it is so harmful chemical or pesticide. Previously farmers used to kill other insects which are generally growing in our crop fields. Okay, but this DDT is so harmful, means it is not easily destroyed and it is stored in our food grains, and through those food grains it comes to our body, which make harm to our body and which causes many kind of diseases in our body. So nowadays this DDT is totally banned by the government. Okay, so children, after harvesting, after this grain, after this the grains are separated from the plant. This is called threshing. Means here you can see with the help of tractor, this machine is called thresher. In this machine we can make the grains separate from the plant. Okay, that process is called threshing. And removing husk further cleans the grains. This process is called winnowing. Means after threshing, when we remove grains from the plants, grains also have some covering, and that is waste material for us, and that covers also remove with the help of this process which is called winnowing. Okay, and here we are cleaning the grains. After harvesting, we go through the threshing, and after threshing, that process winnowing is taking place. And after winnowing, now farmers will pack the food grains in gunny bags. गनी बैग्स मीन्स जो बड़े बड़े बोरे होते हैं उनमें वो पैक कर देते हैं, एंड देन दे आर transported in trucks, tractors or bullock carts to the wholesale market. Children, you can ask your parents also. There is a wholesale market where directly farmers can sell their food crops. Okay, and from wholesale market, that grocers, greengrocers, or we can say other grocers, they can purchase their materials, food materials from the wholesale market. Means we are purchasing food grains from the grocer shop, and that grocer purchase food grains from the wholesale market. Okay, so they have given here that talk to the nearest greengrocer, find out which vegetables does he get in summer and which vegetables he get in winter. also find out where he gets them from. Means you can ask your shopkeeper also from where you are buying your food grains or vegetables or fruits. You can ask that person also that uncle from where you are getting your these food materials. Okay, he also can give you reply that he gets all these things from the wholesale market. Means there is a separate wholesale market for food grains, there is separate wholesale market for vegetables, and for the fruits also separate wholesale market is there. So the distributors then sells the bags of food grains to the grocery stores from where you can buy them. The shopkeeper is called a retailer and you are the consumers. Now children, we are consumers because we consume all these food materials. So how this food reaches to us? We purchase from the shopkeeper and shopkeeper is called as retailer. Okay, and retailer from where he purchased these all the food items? He purchased from the wholesale market, but from where? From whom he purchased? From the distributor. Means those person who sell their things in the wholesale market, they are means who purchase directly food items from the farmers, they are called distributors. And then distributors give their food materials to retailers, and from the retailers we consumers are purchasing all the food items, and then after that we purchase all the food items and bring to our home, and at home we cook and enjoy our food. So children, you can see that how the long process takes place when food reaches to our plate. So this is the journey of food from farmers to our home or our plate. So children, with this this chapter is completed. In the next class we will study about the exercise part, and I'll send you PDF of question answers also in the next class. Okay, so if you have any doubt or any query, you can ask me during the doubt session. Jai Gurudev.